It's time to make a choice. It's time to pick your poison. In this crazy, collectible cardboard world, we all have to make choices. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thanks for hanging out with me on the channel today. Hope you're having an awesome day in the world of Magic. With all these amazing sets coming up, from Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate, you follow through and we've got Double Masters 2022, and we got Dominaria United, and then we got the Brothers War, we got Commander decks. You know what though? Those aren't your only choices. Depends on what format you're playing in and how you're playing. There's a lot of choices out there. I buy a lot of reserve list cards. We all know this. I love the reserve list. Hold the line, people. Don't sell them. You hold on to them. Don't lose to the market. Gain as you hold those reserve list cards. But when we get these crazy times in the world where everything's flat, nothing's going on, nothing's moving, those are usually some of the best times to buy cards that people forget about. You got to make choices. Some of you guys are going to buy Double Masters 2022 draft box. $300 and let's say $40 to be nice. $340 Canadian. But you know what I see? You guys see the chance for Force of Negation, Imperial Seal, right? Maybe some awesome other cards tacked in there. I know. Phyrexian Altar's there. You know what I see? I see a heavily played Badlands. I see a heavily played Savannah. Moderately played Taiaga maybe? That's what I see. I don't just see that box. I see the reserve list cards that I could be buying behind that box. And that's what makes choosing the choices we make so difficult. When you're on a budget, you only have so much money to spend. Sometimes you're going to choose the new, fancy, doodad, fur baby thingamajig that you just want to have. You got to have it. Your new pound puppy, Popple, whatever it may be, that's the toy. Cabbage Patch Kids, remember that? That's what you're seeing. Got to have it. It's the new Flash. But on the same hand, you look at the tried and true Transformer G.I. Joe collection of yesteryear and you say, I'm going to need more of those for my Commander deck. I'm going to need more of those when I'm playing Legacy and Standard games. And they have a history of performance. They continue to go up. And that's what a lot of people forget. And newer players don't even think about it. They say, okay, I can get a scrub land for like $400, or I could get myself this Double Masters box, or I could get a Modern Horizons box, or Modern Horizons 2. Yeah, it may only be one dual land, but that dual land is worth your entire box. That's what I see. I could buy 30 Thrall Champions near mint. I could buy 20 moderately played Soldevi Excavations, cards that are never coming back. And when you see the reserve list market right now as stale as it is, as flat and slightly declining, by the way. The sales are up, but it is slightly declining. Don't forget that, guys. Just because the reserve list has strong sales right now, that doesn't mean it's in a positive market right now. It just means people are consolidating power, and you might be missing out because you've made a different choice. But that's what it comes down to it. The choices we make. And don't regret your choice. Be proud of the choice you've decided to make. I buy a lot of reserve list cards because I love them. I played with them as a kid. I play as an adult. And I can't help myself when I'm building my son's new commander deck. It's going to be all the new dragons. Going to have Tiamat as a commander. It's going to be amazing. Well, I want to get all the dual lands in it. Yes, I realize that's thousands of dollars, but it's still a goal to have. And when I see, I don't care if it's heavily played, moderately played, or near mint. I don't care. I want the real deal. For those who can't afford the real deal, maybe they'll choose a different way of getting that card into their deck. But for me, I like to have the real deal. I like to save up for it. I'm trying to finish an Antiquities collection. It's going to take time. I want to finish my Arabian Nights collection. Even going to take longer time. But you pick and peck away little tiny bits here and there as you have the opportunity, as the choice allows. because sometimes the choice is not yours to make. Sometimes outside sources influence your decision. You get caught up on the hype train, the FOMO can't be left behind, and you feel that way. But once in a while, you got to steer your head back, take control again, and say, how bad do I want that box of Modern Horizons 2? Or would I rather have a heavily played Badlands? $340. Which one is the right choice? What is the history of performance, especially if you're going to crack it or keep it sealed? Sealed investing is different than cracking that box. As soon as you crack it, you're not getting that EV out. Chances are it's not going to happen. But you buy that Badlands, as far as I'm concerned, its financial status is set in stone. It has a history of performance for 30 years, since the dawn of this game. And it will continue on. Because as long as that card and these dual lands and other cards like it are legal in other formats that people play in, it will shock new players when you play cards like that they've never seen. The bigger this game gets, the more chance you're going to come across players who have never had the opportunity to play against a deck that you might be building because you're buying some reserve list cards, some janky fun stuff that you've never had the opportunity to see if you're a different player who's never even heard of the reserve list, which does come up because I got a couple of emails on it. Now, I was planning this video for tomorrow, but I put it out today. Some people were asking about reserve list conversation. I already had this one prepped up. So I just said, you know what? Let's finish the editing. Let's get this up for you guys. Because the choices we make, we can't regret them. We got to embrace them. Sometimes I'm buying new stuff. Sometimes I'm buying reserve list. And remember, I always buy my core reserve list cards each and every month. I'm buying my Soldevi Excavations, my City of Shadow. I'm buying Thrall Champions, the Trading Post, and of course, Lodestone Bauble. I am buying my key cards each and every month and just solidifying my stock market value in those particular cards because remember, when it comes to reserve list, they're in short supply. Compared to anything you see or anything Wizards is going to reprint, the reserve list is strong. The sales are massive. The value may be flat right now, but it doesn't usually stay that way very long. 12 months, 24 months, and then it moves on again. Be prepared for that. If there's a card you want, this may be your opportunity to get it. And don't forget, Thursday and Friday. Thursday is my reserve list card to watch video. Friday is my cards to watch. And then, of course, Sunday is the hot top 10 reserve list videos. And Saturday is just the hot top 10. We have some great topics coming up this weekend. And as we close in and have a good time making our choices in life and bragging and enjoying and flexing with the cards we've made decks with and slaughter our opponents, and let's be honest, get slaughtered by our opponents because they drew better, it happens. That's what makes this game so fantastic, is the diversity in which you can play the game and still have fun, from kitchen table Magic to a real formatted type, gotta play by the rules type of tournament. Everyone under the sun can play this game and have a great time doing it. But for those of you who are kind of hedging your bets and you're wondering about the reserve list, you should be taking a look at it now. With the prices as flat as they are and some things in the negative department, even though the sales are up, try to find the key cards you're after. If you've never heard of it, take a look at a lot of my old videos because I have a lot going on this topic, and you can look up the reserve list anywhere you want because the reserve list is awesome. That's why we always say hold the line. Don't sell your cards back to stores at a loss. Keep them and watch them grow over the years. They have a history of performance for those of you who like to invest in these things. For those who just want to have some cards to play with and have a good time, there are so many selections, and you don't have to be rich to get into it. It's the reserve list. We have choices everywhere from $1 up to $1 million. That's what makes it fun. But it does get smaller each and every year as people kind of build collections and start hoarding things together in mass amounts. Be prepared for that. Okay? It won't be like this forever. And videos like this will eventually be archived out there as history things going, remember that time you saw the Moxman talking about that video? Yeah, that could come one day. And that will be a sad day for everyone. But I really don't think the reserve list is going anywhere. Wizards has found their pace, and they're sticking by it and doing an excellent job with all the new products they've put out for us to enjoy. Which means the reserve list gets left alone. It's in the corner, accumulating value. It's got diehard fans. It's got some speculators, some flippers, some investors, and a lot of people enjoying these cards each and every day. Thanks a lot for tuning in today. Can't wait to see the comments in the comments section. And I really appreciate everyone hanging out with me on the channel. Have an awesome day today, wherever you are in the world of magic. I'll see you all tomorrow. And of course, a big shout out goes out to all the fantastic patrons who support my channel each and every day so I can make videos like this. Guys, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Are you guys still there? Hello? Well, thanks for hanging out. You're here at the end. You guys are the special people. Hey, guys! I love the ones who make it right past the credits to hang out with me here at the end. Because you know what? Sometimes there's surprises at the end. Guess what? This is one of them. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because I don't like to hold things back. Views are up on the channel. You guys are probably aware of that. You've probably seen some of my videos hitting 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. Well, when you get that many views, YouTube, because I have people watching videos longer than most channels, whatever it works out to be, I made a little extra money on the channel this month. I did. Unanticipated money. Things that I did not budget for. So, when I have extra money that I didn't budget for, I wasn't prepared, I don't know what to do sometimes. That's where this whole argument comes from. Do you buy some new product? Huh? Maybe store it in the backdrop here? Or do you look over there on the side and say, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, trusted, tried, and true. Maybe a little Robotech in there too? Well, I have a choice to make. Because it's a little extra money. Not massive, but it's better than I anticipated. And I think I can swing a heavily played dual land this month. I wasn't anticipating that. It's unusual. Or do I go for a new product? So in the comments section, since you guys are there, you can either say Double Masters 2022, or you can say Badlands. Either or, not both. And that will help me make my decision, because I'm having trouble here. A few extra dollars to go down the channel here, treat myself to something nice. It's kind of nice, guys. Thanks a lot, by the way, for everyone who's been watching the channel as much as you have been and supporting me in the growth of the channel. Help me get closer to 10K for all the new subs out there who might now be special people at the end of the videos. I appreciate it, guys. It was really unexpected. I can't be sure exactly how much it's going to be until after the taxes come in, but I assume that I'll have enough that I can probably pitch in a few bucks of my own and either buy one or the other, an extra, which is kind of nice. So it's either going to be Double Masters 2022 or Badlands. You guys let me know. Thanks a lot for hanging out on the channel, guys. Thanks for chilling with me, man. Help me make this hard choice. Hard choices. Pick your poison. Crazy.